As I mentioned, with version 2.5 it's very easy to integrate with Nintex. So here I have another list created, and this list is called time cards. This list is already integrated and the form is created. Let me just quickly show you. Actually, for creating of this form, I used one of the templates that come by default, and this is time card template. The idea is that users enter their time cards. For example, my name is Petya, and the purpose of this time card submission is iTFA 2.5 demo. And let me just specify some period for this one and save it. Once it is saved, Nintex workflow will start, and this workflow is a simple approval workflow, and on the first step, administrator has to approve or reject the time card. So this is the task, this is the approval task I have received, and it's called time card approval. By opening it, as you can see, here we can choose whether to approve or reject the task. So right now I will select to reject it, and we can see the data we have entered. This is an iTFA form. So here I can enter some notes, and the notes will say no data in the form. Once I click on save button, the workflow will be the task will be completed, the task will be completed, and form saved. And that's it. Saved it, and here let's open the item once again, and we can see that data is submitted. By opening workflows, we can see that as we have a comment entered into workflow history, it says time card rejected for Petya, and rejection notes is that no data in the form. Let me show you how it is all done. Here under settings, we can open manage workflows, and here is the approval workflow. Let's dig into it. The first step on this workflow is iTFA flexi task, and let's see how it looks like inside. As a flexi task, we have an option to specify outcomes, and for outcomes we have just approve or reject. We can add additional ones as well. And besides that, we have an option to select what perspective to display. Right now we have selected edit perspective, but with easy ease we can choose any other one. And this is what we saw actually. This is what we saw. We saw the two outcomes, approve and reject, and the edit perspective displayed into right under that. Besides that, we have iTFA. I have used iTFA data event in order to take data from the service, from the form. And this is how it looks like. Each iTFA data event, and for each iTFA data event, you can specify how iTFA fields will map to Nintex fields. So it's very easy to use it. Let's move on, because I would like to show you something else, and this is how I mentioned what I mentioned. This version of iTFA comes with a very much improved deployment procedure, and here under site settings we can see additional link called iTechnology Forms Accelerator Deployment panel. This is where you have an option to choose what to be installed, and some of the steps are actually taken manually. We have description on every step, and it's very simple. Next week we will have another webinar, and it will be specifically for the deployment and installation procedure of iTFA, and I would like to see you all there. Now it's time for questions. We have some time for questions, but before that, let me show you how you can contact us. You can drop us an email anytime at info@mytechnology.com, or you can visit our website, or you can you can check our YouTube channel. It's iTechnology channel. For a bit more videos, probably this will be uploaded there as well. Okay, we have one question, and it's from Stuart. And Stuart is asking, what is the difference between iTFA free version and commercial version? That's a good question. And first of all, this version of iTFA comes with the paid version, subscription version, and free version. And the major difference is that the free version you can install only on one front-end server. You can only use it on one front-end SharePoint server. And the other major difference is that for the free version we have support only for web services. You can work only with the web services that are local to the SharePoint machine. You cannot connect and use any other services that are not local to the SharePoint. I hope that this answers your question. Okay, any other questions? Let's just wait for a while. Meanwhile, let me just mention that on the YouTube channel you can watch the videos we have from the previous version of iTFA, or I think that it will be good for those of you who are not familiar. You can see a lot of more interesting features there. Okay, since there are no other questions, I think that we can end this meeting, and I hope that we'll see you next week. Thank you.